guys, welcome to today's video. Make sure you visit podcastformarketers.com for more information. Over there, I have a really kick-ass course on how you can make at least a few grand a month on simple reoccurring revenue, right? And that's called Freedom Funnels. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm put out videos every day, so you don't want to miss what I put up because I put out some pretty kick-ass content. And man, I always want you guys to comment below, man. I absolutely love all the comments you guys bring. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section. I really love the community. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first video of my little Facebook boot camp. Okay. I'm going to be uploading the first video to YouTube. If you're interested, I don't want to just like kind of put like obvious shit on YouTube, but I noticed that there's a lot of guys that want to open a social media marketing agency, right? But they're not really too up to date with Facebook. And there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand how Facebook works. So this is just a quick overview of some of the main reasons why your Facebook ads suck, right? The number one reason is going to be objectives. All right. And I see people making this mistake all the time. And so let's kind of go through them really quickly. It's going to be a fast video, guys. I'm not going to be all day with this. All right. So it's clicking buttons. You know, that's how I feel about clicking buttons. So don't do brand awareness because you're not Coca-Cola. The reach option is kind of the same thing, unless you want to do, there's an option there for a call to action to actually make a phone call to your website. Then that's cool. I mean, to your office, that's cool. Traffic, clicks to your website. That's going to get clicks to your website, and that's a cool option to start with. But in the end, you want to go to conversions for that. All right. So app installs are exactly what they are. If you want people that install applications on their phone, I'm going to do a video for probably on Mailbag Monday. There was a question about how to do app install advertising. I'm going to show you how to do that. Video views. That's for people that just want to watch videos. They're not interested in your shit, right? They don't want to buy your shit. They just they're just have an affinity for watching videos, right? So perhaps your video has some education on it, and then we want to retarget later. But really, you don't want to go for video views and you're trying to sell something. Lead generation, that's a lead ad, and they're pretty cool. And what they are is kind of like an opt-in page right there on Facebook. So you want to have something that's kind of like curiosity-based, and also maybe something that is what they call an ethical bribe, right? It's something like, something they're going to get for free, like signing up for a free course or something like that. Post engagement. This is people that like to click shit. They have an affinity for just clicking on things, sharing things, liking things. They might not even read it. They're just clicking the like button, and that's what they like to do, right? So if you're trying to sell something, it's not really the way to go. But if you'd like to get some social proof first, then send it to the guys that like to click shit first, and then change it over to a page like Suck. Don't do that. Event responses, that's for live events. Now, you want to send it to a conversions-based ad. Now, conversions are where we want to end up in the long run, right? In our end game. We want people that convert. Facebook can look at their profiles and see, hey, man, these people convert. These people actually purchase shit. They log in, they give up their emails, yada, 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 right? These are the people that I want you to target, Facebook. So you kind of go you have Facebook, your pixel on every part of your website that does this, right? So you already know you can target people that have engaged with your ads. You also know that you can have people that have engaged with your lead generation ads. You also know you can target people that have watched your videos, right? So you kind of do that all through. You let Facebook know what these particular targets are, and then you ask them to convert for that later on, right? Facebook works with past data, not future data. So you just wait until you have enough data, and then you can start saying, hey, remember these guys? These are the guys that I want to come get my shit, right? And that's it. All right, so the next big reason that our ads suck is because of targeting. Now, this is a huge one, right? And everybody wants to do interest-based targeting, but that's not really what you want to do, okay? You want to target people who know you. That's number one, right? All right, it's targeting people that don't know you, like interest-based targeting, that is extremely cold traffic, right? And it's not really what you want to do, especially when you're talking about you're going to be doing your social media marketing agencies. You're kind of wasting your clients' money. And what you want to do, if you want to kind of build like, you want to build like a funnel, right? I call it a trust funnel. All right, so even good ads and good copy don't work really well if the people don't know you and you're targeting the wrong people. And it doesn't matter if you got eye-catching images with, you know, you know how they tell you to put high contrast colors and put diagonal lines in the images, try to use, you know, people that are actually looking at the opt-in button, and there's all kind of shit that people say, right? But none of that's going to work if they don't know you, okay? If they haven't seen you before, it's totally cold traffic. It's just going to suck, right? And in total, it's just a bad strategy. All right? What you want to do is target people, again, that know you. I'm going to get to how to do that in a minute. Now, there are guys out there with their e-commerce and stuff like that, and they can see some short-term success, right? But that's not what we're looking for, especially when you're talking about, well, your business in general, or if you have an agency, right? You guys already know I don't think shit about the agency, but I'm just saying, if you do have an agency, you don't want to start with a short-term strategy for your clients, because they might see a small bit of success in the beginning, but then it's going to fizzle out, and you're not going to have a way to fix that, right? So it's better to build up a momentum and show them over a period of time how shit gets better, and you can lower their ad costs along the way, right? So basically what you need to do, like, there's a huge difference, right, when people actually know you, okay? A big difference. And I'm talking about the difference between dollar opt-ins and 17 cents opt-ins, that type of big difference, right? So what you have to do is commit, all right? And that's the biggest word here. You need to commit to building an audience that knows you, okay? So now that's what you need to do. You need to target these people. So now that we know that much, I want to show you a priority list on how you should be targeting, right? So if you have, obviously you guys don't need to see the social media marketing. You guys already know. It's for YouTube. All right, so number one on my list are buyers. People that have already purchased from me, know my brand. That's a hot audience. And that's who I'm going to target first. The next thing I'm going to do is target subscribers. People that have opted into my email list. They're going to know who I am. They're familiar with it. They've been to my website. They've gotten emails from me. And you've probably gotten emails from me if you just subscribed to my email newsletter or whatever, right? So you know who I am. You wanted to trust me with your email. So the next thing is, if you've watched my videos, okay? Now, not everybody does that, so this would also equal if you've been to my blog or somebody else's blog, right? You're still, again, you're familiar. So these are the top 3 people. They're familiar. They know who I am. And you can see that this is the whole, like, before I target anybody else, this is who I'm going to target first. If you've engaged with my Facebook page or my Instagram, that's going to be next down the line, right? What if somebody came and watched a video on my Facebook page, or, you know, liked a photo or commented on something Or on Instagram, it's the same thing. If you've liked one of my videos, commented, or just interacted with my Instagram in general, I'm going to target you next. If you follow me on any of those, somebody who follows your page, you can target them as well, right? You see that kind of goes low on my list because the whole follow me thing, it depends, like, because kind of anybody will follow your page. And you like, if you ran some kind of like cheap campaign with like a giveaway or something, kind of like Ty Lopez did, like, I'm going to give you $100 if you like my page. Not everybody's interested in your brand at that point. You're going to waste a lot of advertising dollars. All right. So the last one is interest-based targeting, right? That's people that are maybe interested and they should get to know me, right? Right. So for me, that's somebody like Russell Brunson's people or something like that, right? But that's like my last option right there, okay? Or lookalike audiences. That's kind of like my last option right there. So when you go to make, these audiences or whatever, let me scooch this down. You're going to see here that you have create a list of people who visited your website or took specific action using Facebook pixels. In other words, if you have, like I told you, put your Facebook pixel on every page. I have it on every page on my site, right? So if you've been to my classes or you have a course from me, I can look and see how long you actually spend in the course. If you come back and forth all the time, I can see that, right? If you've just come to my website for a couple seconds, I can also see that as well. So, like, it's down here. You can see it down here at the bottom. It says all podcast visitors for 20 seconds, right? You see, it's not very many. It's like 100 people. But those 100 people stayed for 20 seconds on my website. That's a long time because there's only one page on that particular website, right? But I have all kind of different audiences that I have built up over time. You can also do it by app activity or engagement, like I talked to you about before. So this is a create a list of people who've engaged with your content on Facebook or Instagram, right? And those audience still go for what I talked about before, like with your page or anything like that. So let's talk about really quickly what you can target as well, right? And so this is pretty obvious, but I'm going to say it anyways. Basically, again, website visitors. Okay. Page engagement. Now, here's lead ads. This is where it gets interesting. Video views. Canvas ads. Lookalike audiences. Art and interest based. This is my list of how I would do it first. How I would target people, right? How would I, these, like after I had ads and I had them running, right? How would I start targeting my new ads? Well, first thing I'm going to do is target people that have visited my website and buyers. You see what I'm saying? You don't go down here first. So now here's your question really quickly. Sonny, how do we do that, right? How do we build this right off the top, right? And this is why you have to be content oriented. Now, there was a couple of videos back where I talked about how you get money on the internet, right? And that's how you get it, by putting up content. That's never going away right now, right? I don't know if there's any other way. Like social media or no social media, right? You always have to post up content, even if it's in your Facebook group or even if it's on your Facebook page or whatever. You're gonna always have to be posting content, right? So when you have, let's say, a blog, or like right now you're watching a video, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post out this first, right? I'm gonna send out this, it's bait, like we would call it bait, right? to whoever you like. You're going to put that out there first. So you can say, hey, man, it's not gated. You don't need to give me your email. It's totally free to watch this video, right? Like, I'm going to hit my list and say, hey, I put out a Facebook ad video if you're interested. Go check it out. I'm going to put it up in my group. Go check out this video. And then what I'm going to do is, obviously, my pixel will know, right, who clicked on that. Also in my email, I can tag them, right, on who clicked on things. And I start to get a good idea of who is interested in this topic, right, as well in my email list. So I'll know what to send them in the future. Yeah, they like Facebook type stuff. I'll continue to send them things that are geared towards that and not send them other shit that's not relevant. So with the pixel, I'll then know, okay, this many people came to see this video, and I can also know how long you stayed and watched the video. So I might say, well, if somebody that's actually stood on my site for 10 minutes watching this video must be really interested in my content. And then I retarget them with more content that is gated. Now that you've been to my website once, now I'm going to say, hey, man, would you like to see this free video series? Give me your email, right? You know you can trust me. You've been to my website once, and then you see this gated content, and you give me your email, then I retarget you again. Okay? With an ad for a product or service or a webinar. All right, so now you can kind of see how it works. The more you do this and people trust you, right? And you kind of retarget the people after this. Retargeting is what it's all about. Like even on YouTube with AdWords, I can retarget you. It'll be a lot better than trying to show you an ad. So if you happen to see my name on another website, Sunny T, and saw my photo or something like that, right? You go, oh, that's the guy I watch on YouTube, right? You know who I am, right? So you might click on it, right? So that's a retarget, a remarketing campaign with Google AdWords, okay? So this is what you should be doing. This is probably what's wrong with your targeting. Your ad copy doesn't really matter so much. Your images, not so much. Knowing who you are, that matters, right? So as long as you have an identifying, like if you saw my podcast for marketers in a microphone or my face, right, on an ad, that's pretty much all you need to know. And then you're going to be like, hey, what's Sonny saying? I don't have to have it like perfect copy, right? What the hell? That's Sonny. What is he talking about? Oh, well, click here. Yeah, I'll fuck with you, Sonny. I'll click there. And you'll go check it out if you want, right? But if it's totally cold, like, man, who the hell is this dude, right? So commit to, what you guys got to do is commit to gaining trust, gaining likes, and people knowing who you are, and then go for the jugular vein. Coffee break.